Coming up on OU Nightly, we are tracking a large weather system that could be bringing travel delays. Stay tuned for how it could impact you.
One game away from playoffs, how this could affect graduation for some students. Plus, the holiday season is here. What records could be broken this shopping season coming up? This is OU Nightly. Breaking news, an OU professor detained by ICE while trying to board a flight. Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Emma McAndrews.
And I'm Kevin Daniel. That's according to another OU professor. Joshua Landis, a professor of Middle Eastern Studies, posted on X, Vahid Abdini was detained and put in jail. Now here's what we know about Abdini. He's a Farzaneh Family Assistant Professor of Iranian Studies at OU. According to Landis, Abdini has a valid H-1B visa.
The X post says Dr. Abdini was boarding a flight on his way to attend the Middle East Studies Association in D.C. when he was detained and put in jail. We reached out to the university and they said no comment.
Now back on campus after the OU football team's win over Missouri Saturday, they're now just one win away from securing a spot in the college football playoffs. However, that could lead to some scheduling conflicts. OU is currently projected to host round 1. Now the first round of the playoffs are on December 19th and 20th. One game is played on Friday night, 3 games are played throughout Saturday, but December graduation is scheduled for that Saturday, December 20th. We reached out to the university and received the following statement saying the playoff bracket is announced Sunday, December 7th, and the university is monitoring potential scenarios with any adjustments to graduation being communicated.
Now, Kevin, that could be me. I graduate on December 20th, so I'll be on the lookout for that. But we're heading home for Thanksgiving soon, so what weather are we expecting?
I know. OU Nightly meteorologist Scotty Allen is going to have any potential problems students could have traveling this week.
Yeah, that's right. That system that produced those thunderstorms over campus is still producing some storms over regions of the U.S. If you're traveling down to Dallas on I-35, you won't be seeing any rain showers or thunderstorms on your way down there. But if you're traveling to eastern Texas, there is right now a tornado watch and was a confirmed tornado in Houston. And then as well, there's a severe weather potential from the Storm Prediction Center with a slight risk in Louisiana, western Mississippi with all hazards, tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. But right now there aren't currently any airport delays across the country. So if you're traveling by plane to the East Coast or West Coast, you should be fine. There was a major delay in Houston, but now it's minor. So we're going to be continuing to track those delays and for any more updates. And then there's Arctic Air inbound here in Norman, and then more Thanksgiving travel updates and possible rain returning early next week. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Scotty. The Salvation Army of Norman is giving back this holiday season. The group will be hosting turkeys for Thanksgiving on Tuesday. They're giving away turkeys from their food pantry this week only. It'll be from 1 to 3 p.m. while supplies last. The Salvation Army will be closed Thursday and Friday. And next, a federal judge dismisses the criminal cases against a former FBI director and the New York Attorney General. OU Nightly's Nikki Wambach has that and the rest of today's national headlines from the News Center.
A federal judge finds the prosecutor handling cases for President Donald Trump was unlawfully appointed. Lindsay Halligan, the interim U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, had no lawful authority to present the indictment, according to a federal judge today. The cases involving former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James will be thrown out, not because of the substance of the allegations, but who presented the indictments. The Pentagon is currently investigating Democratic Senator and retired U.S. Navy Captain Mark Kelly for serious allegations of misconduct. The investigation comes as President Trump pushes for consequences for Kelly and 5 other Democratic lawmakers over a video they made reminding service members of their duty to disobey illegal orders. Kelly could be recalled back to active duty to face court-martial or administrative punishment. Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups pleads not guilty in court today. Billups is charged with wired fraud conspiracy and money laundering conspiracy. According to investigators, Billups used his fame to get gamblers to play card games at tables that had X-ray capabilities and tampered shuffling machines. He's among 30 other people who were a part of the scheme, according to prosecutors. And Donald Glover, also known as Childish Gambino, opens up a year after canceling his world tour. He says he had a stroke and another health scare during his 2024 global tour. Kevin, Emma.
Thanks, Nikki. As we get further into holiday season, that means it's also shopping season.
We'll have predictions on just how much consumers will spend for Thanksgiving.
And the dangers that could come with one popular way of cooking your Thanksgiving turkey.
We'll have the recommended ways to stay safe while preparing your Thanksgiving meal.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver. And we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
We said we'd never give in to a meltdown.
Mariella!
Never leave the house looking, well, and never let them out of our sight. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
The oldest living survivor of the Tulsa Race Massacre has died. Tulsa's mayor announced today that Viola Fletcher passed away in a Tulsa hospital surrounded by her family and friends. She was 111 years old. She was just 7 in 1921 when a white mob destroyed Tulsa's Greenwood neighborhood, burning buildings and killing countless black residents. In recent years, Fletcher joined others in pursuing a lawsuit against the city of Tulsa, saying they were complicit in the massacre. There is now just one living survivor of the event, Leslie Randall, who is also 111 years old.
Now, holiday travelers may be hit with a new checkpoint fee. OU Nightly's Madison Dealey has this and more in today's Money Matters.
Right, Emma, the Transportation Security Administration proposes a new rule saying passengers without a real ID should pay the price. The $18 fee would cover costs of those needing to go through new technology that verifies passengers' identity. According to the notice by the TSA, this new technology does not allow guaranteed access into the airport. In May, TSA required all travelers to present a real ID. And while travelers may experience a fee, some Amazon Prime users may see refunds. Amazon issues refunds to customers after a $2.5 billion settlement over allegations it tricked customers into joining its Prime membership. Under the agreement, Amazon will pay $1.5 billion to customers. However, the company never denied or admitted the allegations. Prime users could see payments from now until December 24th. We're 3 days away from Thanksgiving, which means eating and holiday shopping. According to the National Retail Federation, almost 187 million shoppers will begin their holiday shopping Thursday. The top 3 items on people's list are clothing, accessories, and gift cards and toys. This year's beats last year's records by 3 million more holiday shoppers. Thanksgiving shoppers may have trouble finding the very popular main dish this year. The U.S. turkey population is at the lowest in almost 4 decades, according to the USDA, meaning turkey prices will go up. Emma, Kevin.
Thanks, Madison. At Thanksgiving dinner, the turkey tends to be the star of the show. A lot of people like their holiday bird fried. But you need to be very careful because it can be dangerous if you don't do it properly. WESH's Spencer Tracy reports.
Orange County Fire Rescue says this is what happens when you drop a frozen turkey into overheated, overfilled oil. With more families frying turkeys, firefighters say they see the same dangerous mistakes every single year.
It's a common thing in our community that people fry their turkeys, but there are a lot of hazards with it. There's a lot of threats with it.
In seconds, the oil boils over and ignites. This live demo is a warning and showing you what not to do. Firefighters suggest cooking a turkey at 350 degrees and to not pour leftover oil down the sink.
Typically, people are doing it with a frozen turkey or a turkey they haven't dried off the surface area to, and you're going to see that water being introduced to the oil, which causes an explosive fire effect.
Firefighters say these explosive moments can lead to severe burns and property damage. That's why they say if you are going to cook a turkey, to do it outside and, of course, away from your home.
We're showing you what the threat is. By having it close to a home, if there's a fire to occur, your house will catch fire.
As families prepare for Thanksgiving, crews hope this visual is a reminder that helps keep everyone safe and out of the emergency room.
The National Fire Protection Association says an alternative is to cook with a fryer that does not use oil.
Coming up, how to protect your drains and pipes from fog.
And we're not talking about what you saw this morning.
Those rain showers are moving away, but cold air is coming in. I'll have more on when it's arriving. And here's a live look at South Campus.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/act now.
Welcome back to OU Nightly. Here's a live look at that sunset over over Highway 9, and it's looking beautiful out there after we had the last 24 hours really of rain showers coming through, band after band. Lots of rumbles of thunder last night. Kept me up for a little bit, but then it really helps you go to sleep at night. So then right now we're currently at 62 degrees. We're sitting there with, it feels like 62 as well, and the wind's kind of variable there. Now for the current temperatures across the state, we're 63 here in Norman, almost 70 down in Lawton, but those temperatures are not sticking around for long. We're going to be getting cold. That cold air is going to be coming. But right now, after those rain showers we had about an inch here in Norman, really helping that drought. We've been in a severe drought for so long these last couple of weeks, so that really helped us a little bit there with an inch of rain, and then an inch and a half of rain here down in the southeast from Ardmore to McAllister. Now for those forecasts for the evening, if you're staying here and not going back home for Thanksgiving travels, you're going to have a nice evening here tonight. And Norman is going to be 58 at 6 p.m. and we're going to be cooling down to 54 into those low 50s tonight, even into those 40s. Now, we're 48 here in Norman, and then those 30s and 20s are creeping there in western Oklahoma. That's showcasing that cold air, that cold blast is going to start coming down. 40s here in the eastern parts of Oklahoma, and then for those forecasted lows, we had 40s, high 40s for this evening and last night and then this evening, but now we're going to be getting chilly. It's going to be 37 Wednesday morning, even almost freezing there for your Thanksgiving morning, so no going outside and throwing the football. It's going to be also 39 Friday morning, so that Arctic air is going to be sitting there. It's going to be lingering for the next couple of days. Now, if you're traveling for Thanksgiving, going back home, I'm going to go off to the East Coast visiting family in Atlanta, so I'm going to be flying there, but right now, there's not much delays for traveling for any of the airports. There was a major flight delay in Houston, but now that's minor. But as that storm system's kind of right here in Louisiana, eastern Texas and Arkansas, and that's going to be moving eastward and going on and on. But right now, for the national forecast, we got the storm system coming through, and it's going to be moving eastward. But that cold air, there it is coming down and then moving eastward. Coming through. The storm system is going to be off by Wednesday evening. So if you're having any last second travels there to the East Coast, it's going to be that Wednesday night once those storms are going away. And then after that, it's cold air. All whole U.S. besides southern Texas is going to be cold. It's going to be feeling almost 30s for most of the U.S. And then we're going to continue to have that cold. There's going to be a little warm surge here Saturday morning with some rain showers, but then that cold's going to come down, maybe lingering. The models are kind of iffy with what the precipitation is going to be for this system right now, but as we go through, we're going to be continuing to monitor that. Make sure to tune into OU Nightly Weather social media because there might be some winter precip with that, freezing rain and possible snow chances, so we're going to be continuing to monitor that. But right now it's a week out, so it's going to be hard to look at. So that's really those rain showers and those chances there Monday morning. Now for my travel, yeah, I'm looking to go to Atlanta. I'm hoping that rain showers aren't going to impact my flight from Dallas to Atlanta.
Well,
where are y'all headed?
It looks like our trip down I-35 might be safe. I'm going to Austin. Where are you going, Kevin?
Dallas. Yep. You talked about it being pretty clear. But, you know, look at the national side. It's looking like I probably should have scheduled to go down to South Texas to avoid all that cold air. That's not really my thing.
You're going to need to bundle up a little bit.
Well, guys, I'll be enjoying that warm weather. But thank you, Scotty. Oklahoma City utilities are warning residents to prevent clogs by tossing your FOG. FOG means fat, oils, and grease, food waste which can cause damage to plumbing systems. OKC utilities say instead of pouring FOG down the drain, toss FOG in the trash. FOG sources include butter, milk, and cooking oils. For information on preventing damage, check out the City of OKC website. And coming up, two record-setting Sooners went head-to-head in the NFL.
And one Sooner squad's improvements on defense could shape the rest of their season.
Kevin, a couple of OU football players performed so well over the weekend that the SEC just couldn't resist to give them some awards. I'll have who won what and more next in sports.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Oh, right. Look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs. We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable.
Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Food isn't just fuel to live, it's fuel to grow. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals fueled my involvement in theater and the arts as a child, which fostered my love for acting. The Feeding America network of food banks helps millions of people put food on the table. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger, and together we can open endless possibilities for people to thrive. Visit feedingamerica.org/act now.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Hello, I'm Chris Holman, and it's time for sports. The last time Oklahoma lost to Missouri on Owen Field was in 1966. OU Nightly sports reporter Andrew West has more on how the Sooners caged the Tigers in the Palace for 59 years.
The SEC resembled the Big 8 Saturday as Oklahoma took on Missouri and Norman. The Tigers owned the first quarter, but with just under 7 minutes to go in the second, John Mateer leads Isaiah Satania to the promised land 87 yards to put the Sooners up 7-3. Next drive, Mateer hits Javani Gibson for his first touchdown as a Sooner, sending OU into half up 14-6. Second half was all about the defense. Play before this one, Reggie Powers was called for targeting, but ball don't lie. Jacoby Johnson picks off Bo Perbula. Fourth quarter, Mizzou on their last life, but it's Eli Bowen with the Sooners' second pick of the day, putting down the Tigers 17-6.
With the win over Missouri, the Sooners are now just one game away from their first college football playoff bid since 2019. But playoff does not equal perfection. If this squad wants to be a real national title contender, their goal has to remain the same as it's been all season. Just go 1-0 every week.
We were 8-2 last week. We're 9-2 this week, and nobody is. I'm proud of our guys for a body of work and a relentless commitment, and but nobody's again handing out trophies.
We got one more game, just like we've had one game all year. I mean, the most important game is the next one because you're about to do it.
We're worried about LSU. This game is going to be flushed tonight, tomorrow, and we got to get on LSU, and we got to get on game plan and installs, and so yeah, we're not worried about that at all.
Oklahoma will look to stamp its playoff spot against LSU on Senior Day. Reporting from Owen Field, Andrew West, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Andrew. For the second week in a row, 3 Sooners received SEC honors. Taylor Wine racked up 1.5 sacks and 2 tackles for a loss and was named SEC Defensive Player of the Week. Grayson Halton received SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week after recording 7 tackles and 2 tackles for a loss. And Grayson Miller was named SEC Special Teams Player of the Week for the second time this season after averaging nearly 45 yards per punt against the Tigers. And the Braves caved to town on Sunday, not Atlanta, but Alcorn State. Porter Moser's squad took down the Braves 72-53, and senior guard Nigel Pack knows how crucial their defense will be for the future of the team.
We were able to pick up on the defensive end, which we've been struggling with all year. We scored enough points, really, to win a game, 72 points, so I think that's good enough for us, but being able to hold them to 53 points, I think that's really an improvement for us. Offensively, I know we can score the ball anytime, but if we can get this defense right, man, we're going to be scary.
On to the NFL. A couple former Sooners went from friends to foes as Jalen Hurts and the Eagles migrated south to face CeeDee Lamb and the Cowboys. Hurts finished with 3 total touchdowns and 289 passing yards, but the Cowboys grounded the Eagles 24-21. Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers sailed over to SoFi Stadium to face the Rams. Mayfield threw 2 interceptions and a touchdown in the first half, but at the end of the half, he hurt his shoulder on a Hail Mary attempt and was sidelined for the rest of the game. The Rams would go on to stampede over the Buccaneers 34-7, but ESPN reports Mayfield has still not been ruled out for the Buccaneers game against the Cardinals next Sunday. Kevin, Emma?
Thanks, Chris. This Thursday is Thanksgiving, and if you need somewhere to get your Turkey Day fixings, we have the place for you.
What will be on the Thanksgiving Day menu coming up?
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Did you know that trash, like plastic bottles and fast food wrappers, can carry germs and bacteria? When these items are tossed in the street, they eventually find their way to a river or lake and have a negative impact on aquatic life. Keep our waters clean by putting your trash in the bin. For more information, visit bit.ly/Norman Stormwater. Did you know that items like paint, cleaning solutions, pesticides, solvents, and other chemicals are considered household hazardous waste? These chemicals are dangerous to our environment and water quality when they are dumped in our storm drains or gutters. Fortunately, the City of Norman has a dedicated household hazardous waste facility where you can properly dispose of these items. Call 405-366-5463 to make an appointment. For more information, visit bit.ly/Norman Stormwater. Water is our most precious resource and something that should be conserved and used wisely. Here is a water conservation tip you can try. In the bathroom, turn off the water while you brush your teeth. You'll save about 4 gallons per minute. That comes out to about 200 gallons a week for a family of 4. Water is life. This message was brought to you by the City of Norman.
I'm Andrew Paredes at the OU Nightly Update Desk. The university is working to release Professor Vahid Abdini after being obtained by immigration agents. Professor Joshua Landis says Abdini is in the Logan County, held by the sheriff's office there. Kevin, Emma.
Thanks, Andrew. Well, Thanksgiving's coming up. I know we all have our favorites, but what is the weather going to be looking like on Turkey Day?
Yeah, that's right. It's going to be getting chilly. It's going to be almost freezing for your Thanksgiving, as we're going to be in around 33 degrees there for your Thanksgiving morning. So you're definitely going to need to bundle up. And we're going to be sitting there in the 50s for the next couple of days. So around that kind of winter, fall-like weather. And then we're going to be having those rain chances there Saturday into Sunday. Maybe even some chances of mixed precipitation, maybe even some freezing rain. We'll have to continue to monitor that and continue to really tune into OU Nightly for the next couple of days, because we're really that could be an impactful system on your Thanksgiving travels back to Norman and back to classes on Monday.
For sure, I'll have to keep an eye out. Thank you, Scotty. For those without a place to spend Thanksgiving, Food and Shelter is hosting their annual Thanksgiving Day lunch at Norman High School from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
The meal is free for everyone and will include Thanksgiving favorites, including turkey, dressing, green beans, and dessert. Food and Shelter is still looking for donations of celery, onions, and poultry seasoning that can be dropped off at 201 Reed Avenue.
Well, guys, I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm sure y'all are as well.
Yeah, just happy. I mean, I got a big family. It's always fun with all of them.
For sure. Well, thank you for watching OU Nightly. I'm Emma McAndrews.
And I'm Kevin Daniel. Be sure to watch OU Nightly live weekdays at 4:30. Good night.
Water is our most precious resource and something that should be conserved and used wisely. Here are some water conservation tips you can try. In the kitchen, collect the excess water you use to rinse produce and use it